name's Matt and this is Simon, head chef. Today Simon's going to be cooking a butternut squash risotto.
We've got some arborio rice, which is a round grain Italian rice, really good for risottos. We're going to be using products like Maldon sea salt, which is a really good salt. It's not quite as abrasive as fine salts. We're going to be using some lemon juice, some diced onions, some garlic, ginger, parmesan, parsley, and obviously squash, and a little bit of honey. First thing I've got is what I pre-made earlier on this morning because I didn't have time to make it during this. Is some vegnage. Basically, it's just an infusion of vegetables and water. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting my butternut puree on the go. So I'm going to start this sweating off. Pan on a medium heat. Just melt your butter, only a very small amount. And we butternut squash. This is going to be the first, simple part. Just leave that to come down and take over. Right, the second part is cooking the rice. Same thing again, we're going to melt a very small amount of butter. A little small amount of olive oil in there. And all we're going to be doing is sweating down those onions. We're going to sweat them down, there wants to be no colour. They just want to start to turn translucent, so just to turn clear. Right, for the puree, just going to add a small amount of stock. Season it with some Maldon sea salt. A small amount of garlic. A little bit of ginger. Just going to peel the ginger. Obviously it's a root. Just take all the outsides off. Now put your ginger into your pestle and mortar. A little bit of sea salt. It's an abrasive. Just crush some garlic. Just pulse it down. It's your paste for your risotto. Straight into your onions. I'm just going to add the rice to the onions. I'm just making sure I roll the rice grains so I coat them fully in the oil and butter. Once you know they're fully coated, what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves 14 minutes on a timer. That's roughly how long it takes for arborio rice to cook. First liquid will be your white wine. That's just wine in. You don't need much wine. About 175 ml. Once this wine's fully reduced, there's nearly no liquid left in the pan. Start getting some more vegetable stock in there. Make sure your stock's hot. I mean, preferably you'd rather have your stock in a pan boiling next to your rice. Right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pulse down this puree. Let's add a small amount of stock again. Right, we've got a nice puree. We've got some more diced fresh butternut squash. It's quite bright in colour. It's really firm. Quite fresh. Same again, a small amount of butter. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to colour the butternut. And bring it up to temperature. I'm just going to add some honey in there. Right, all I'm going to do now is about half the amount in the pan. Like I said, it needs to be a soupy consistency. So we'll add a small amount of water. Nice handful of chopped parsley. A small squirt of lemon juice. Nice acidic flavour. quite liberal with parmesan. Then your puree that we made earlier, about half of this. And that is your butternut squash risotto.